permanent makeup artist sat next to me in the coffee shop last week. She looked stressed. We know each other. We're from the same town. So I asked her, how's the business? She looked at me and she said, I have a money problem. I need more clients. I look at her for a second and I said, that means you are in the perfect position to get more money. She looked at me like I was a little bit crazy. In this video, I will show you something very unusual. How your biggest struggles actually might become your biggest advantage in sales. My name is Agnieszka and I specialize in permanent makeup. I did over 30,000 treatments, trained over 1,000 students, and I'm here only to open your eyes to show you your possibilities with permanent makeup business. If you are struggling getting clients, getting new students, not only in permanent makeup business, that be also beneficial for any beauty treatments or aesthetics. In these videos, I will change your whole vision about your business forever. So subscribe, because I will be talking about the things in the business, in permanent makeup business, that no one in our industry is talking about. So let's go. So here is what I said to this permanent makeup artist in this coffee shop. Your struggles vanish when you solve someone else's, period. Let me repeat one more time. Your struggles vanish when you solve someone else's, period. You have a money problems, I said? Great. Solve someone else's problems. Women hate drawing eyebrows every morning. They feel insecure about their lips. They want to feel confident. They pay you. Your money problems disappeared. Their problems disappeared. It's win-win. That's the duality. This is what I see in our permanent makeup industry every single day. Artists who complain about not having clients, but they won't reaching out to potential clients. Artists who complain about their low prices, but they won't learn how to communicate value. Artists who complain about money problems, but they don't see themselves as a problem solvers. The wealthiest people in the world understand this one truth. Their problems disappeared while they're solving other people's problems. Their problems disappeared while they're solving other people's problems. The struggle artists that I meet every day, waking up every morning thinking about their own issue, they will never think for a second, whose problems can I solve today? Whose problems can I solve today? That's the thought process. Now, before we go deeper to this subject, I want you to think about your perception of your profession, of our profession. So when I start to explain everything like to you now, this artist in the coffee shop said to me, but I only do permanent makeup, like eyebrows and lips. How I can increase my income? So then I'm sitting with her and I ask her one more time, what do you do in details? She said, I do permanent makeup, lips, eyeliner, and eyebrows. I saw that she's getting frustrated. I can feel that in her voice and, like in her eyes. She probably thinking she knows exactly what I'm doing, asking me stupid questions. So I said, is that it? That's why you're stuck in your current situation. Is that all what you're doing? She looked at me again, even with more frustration in her eyes. She said, yes, I do permanent makeup. I said, that's your perception of your profession, of what you're doing in your life. If you want to level up in your life and start to make more money, to increase your potential, you need to increase your perception to level up. And then I look at her and I said, you don't just do eyebrows, you sell confidence. The whole conversation went a little bit frustrated for actually both of us. I was talking to her from my own experience. I've been there. I said to her, you give women confidence to walk in powerful, feel powerful to the business meetings. You give them confidence to looking in the mirror and thinking, I'm looking great, I feel good. I look better, but still like myself. You're giving them time back of not drawing their eyebrows for another 2 years. So now think about it. Even if you're charging 500 euro for the eyebrows, that's pennies compared of what your clients gains thanks to it. Once you will start to see your profession through that lens, everything changes. Because now you don't see yourself as doing permanent makeup. You see yourself as changing perception and the way the women look at themselves, which helps them to make more money, to feel better about themselves, to be better in their business, in their relationships, to feel happier. Let me talk a little bit about my experience now. Years ago, I had the same perception about my profession. I thought I do permanent makeup. If someone asked me, what do you do? I was telling them I do permanent makeup. My income reflected that boring perception. I started saying I giving women their time back. I change how they see themselves. I giving them back their confidence. You know what's happened? Suddenly, my prices didn't feel high anymore. And then I start to understand this truth. My clients' problems pay for everything I want in my life. You remember? Win-win. Look at that this way. The vacations that I always wanted solved this day 3 women problems about their confidence. That new equipment that I always wanted for recording my videos paid by solving the problem of 5 women and saving their time in the morning. You need to start to think this way. You solving the problems, and your problems, your wishes, everything you want will be paid by solving problems for your customers, their problems. That dinner tonight, that car that you always wanted, the vacations with your family, the freedom, that all will be paid by your clients, willingness you to solve their problems. But that will happen only if you admit what you actually really do. And here's the hard, the brutal truth. The struggle with their business, permanent makeup artists, waking up every morning and say, please God, don't give me any problems. Where I'm waking up every morning and I said, what problems can I solve today? And everything, your mind, the way you see your business reflects on your bank account. Must learn how to master the struggles of others and increase their happiness, conquer your struggles and increase your happiness. That's the duality. If you want to stop seeing yourself as just doing permanent makeup and start seeing yourself as a problem solver who is finally get paid what you deserve, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Do you know why? Because the artists who are making the money, they understand the duality. So now it's your turn. See you in the next video.